This is Live Bet Saturday on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Back here on Live Bet Saturday, I'm Scott Seidenberg here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network, as we are tracking the late games in both the Stanley Cup playoffs and the NBA playoffs and your late games in Major League Baseball, where we are in the ninth inning in Milwaukee and the visiting A's holding on to a 2-1 lead over the Brewers. They are in the top of the ninth there in Milwaukee. We are going to the top of the seventh inning in Houston. The Astros and the Padres are tied at 2. Going to the bottom of the fifth inning in Atlanta, the Braves escape a jam. Bases loaded with only one out for the Minnesota Twins in the top of the inning. And Correa strikes out and Bader strikes out. Back-to-back strikeouts with the bases loaded for the Twins as they are unable to take the lead. So that game is tied at 2 apiece going to the bottom of the fifth inning in Atlanta. How about that? If you have a Braves first 5 ticket, that was unbelievable. What a sweat that was, because they were tied 2-2, bases loaded for the Twins with only one out. You would think that the Twins would score some runs and take the lead there, but you got out of it, and now you have a chance to win your bet at worst case push, with it being 2-2 going to the bottom of the fifth inning. Still to come about a half an hour from now, you got the Giants and the Angels from L.A., and the visiting Giants, a minus 150 favorite. NBA, the Lakers have started off hot as they lead 15-7 over the Timberwolves. Your live line, Lakers closed as a 4.5-point favorite. They are now an 8.5-point favorite as they are halfway through the first quarter, and the live total is pushed down as these two teams are playing to an under pace. It is at 212.5. Taking a look inside the box score right now, Luka Doncic leads the way for the Lakers as he's got 9 points on 3 of 5 shooting, 2 of 4 from three-point range for Luka, as Rui Hachimura has made 2 3-pointers, 2 of 2 from three-point range for Rui Hachimura. LeBron James does not have an assist, and he is 0 of 1 from the field. He has not attempted a shot. Austin Reeves, 0 of 1 from the field, and he did not attempt a 3-pointer just yet. The reason why I mention that is because we have LeBron James to go over his assist prop, and we have Austin Reeves to go over his 3-pointers made prop. Should have taken Hachimura instead, as he started out 2 of 2. Only 7 points for the Timberwolves, 2 of them from Anthony Edwards, 3 for Julius Randle, and 2 for Jaden McDaniel. Again, 6:14 to go in the first quarter, and the Lakers leading the Timberwolves 15-7. No score early on between the Dallas Stars and the Colorado Avalanche, game 1 of their first round series. And right now the Avalanche have gone to the power play. So we'll see if Colorado can score on the power play, and if the prop that our guest Josh Ingles gave out earlier on the Nichushkin-Druin, both of them to go over a half a point, they are both on the first power play unit for the Colorado Avalanche. So if there's a power play goal here, it's likely that one of them, if not both of them, wind up getting points. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll monitor if, in fact, there is a goal here on the power play. Let's see. Yep, it clearly was a trip. So, is it going to be a 5-on-3? Or is that just a replay of the penalty before? Let's see. I think, yep, that is another penalty. Wow. It appears that Colorado is headed to the 2-man advantage. Live market right now, Avalanche minus 180. It's actually off the board. Live total 5.5. It's actually off the board. I'm waiting for it to come back up. But Colorado is on a 2-man advantage right now. They are very likely to score on this 2-man advantage. It would be hard-pressed to not score a goal on the 5-on-3. And an extended, a pretty lengthy 5-on-3, mind you. So let's see if they can, in fact, get a goal or get a shot off. They're playing the possession game right now. Dallas has set up their triangle on defense to try and stay and counter the lanes here. And if Jake Ottinger can come through with a couple of saves, if Dallas can avoid going down here on the 5-on-3, I don't hate them on a live bet, especially maybe just in a first period live bet or something, because you do carry a lot of momentum if you kill off a penalty, especially if you kill off a 5-on-3. But Colorado just skating in, just waiting to shoot the lane. Dallas just trying to get in front of anything right now. This, if they can clear, huge clear for Dallas, as there's look like a half a minute left on the 5-on-3. Man, this is dangerous times for the home Stars. Again, taking a penalty is bad against a team as great as Colorado. And looking at my composite rankings on the special teams, Avalanche 5th in the special team category of power play and penalty kill. Dallas Stars did not make the top list in terms of that. So let's see. And they clear it again. Massive clear. This is an incredible penalty kill by the Dallas Stars. All right, the first penalty is over. So Colorado's still on a power play, but the 2-man advantage is now over. It is a 5-on-4 power play, a regular power play. And we'll see if under a minute left in this power play, if Dallas can indeed kill this off and carry some momentum for the remainder of this first period. Live line right now, Colorado -160, live total of 5.5, as just a couple of more seconds left to see if Dallas can get through this. But man, boy, it was Pete DeBoer was angry about that. And it was obvious as they showed the replay and I was watching. It was a clear trip of Cale Makar, so I don't disagree with the official call on that. It's always hard for the officials when a team is killing off a penalty, because you do put them at a significant disadvantage by having them 2 men down. And so you really don't want to call it unless it's egregious. That one was pretty egregious. Dallas has killed off that 2-man advantage and the normal power play. Live line, still Colorado -160, Dallas +124. Let's see. I'm curious about the next goal bet, because that would be something that I'd be interested in for if you can bet the next goal, because I would do Dallas just because of the momentum that they got and the crowd energy after killing off that power play. And also what happens when you are on the penalty kill, your best forwards are not on the ice. And when you are on an extended penalty kill, your best forwards are not on the ice for an extended period of time. And so they come off the bench like with a fire underneath them and like a bat out of hell. And they're energized, they're rested. And meanwhile, the opposing team, their best players are off the ice, and usually their best defensemen are off the ice because their best defensemen are on the power play, and so they're tired and fatigued, and you get your best forwards on after you kill a penalty versus back up the second or third defense pairing for the opposing team after they don't score on the power play, and you usually see the team that kills the penalty wind up scoring that next goal. But no goal scored just yet. Scoreless here, 12:40 to go in the first period between the Avalanche and the Stars. Lakers leading 15-10 now over the Timberwolves. A very low-scoring first quarter, 4:22 left to go in the first quarter in LA. Live total of 210.5. This closed at 215.5. Lakers closed as a 4-point favorite here at circa 4.5. Elsewhere across the market, your live line, Lakers -7.5. Trading baskets right now, 18-12. Lakers lead the Timberwolves. Diving into the box score right now, and LeBron James still without an assist. LeBron James without a point. So how about this? 20-12, the Lakers lead the Timberwolves. LeBron James has only taken one shot. He is 0 of 1 from the field. He has 1 steal and 1 turnover. He has 0 assists and 0 rebounds. Luka Doncic, meanwhile, 12 points, 14 points now for Luka on 5 of 8 shooting, 3 of 5 from three-point range. Luka has 14 points. Rui Hachimura has made 2 3-pointers for 6 points. That is it. Those are the 20 points from the Lakers. 14 from Luka on 5 of 9 shooting. Hachimura, 2 of 3 from three-point range with the 6 points. LeBron's 0-1. Jackson Hayes is 0-1. And Austin Reeves is 0-2, 0-1 from three-point range. Dorian Finney-Smith has played 5 minutes. He hasn't attempted a shot. And Gabe Vincent has played 3 minutes and has not attempted a shot. Timberwolves, they are led right now by, 5 points from Jaden McDaniel, 4 from Anthony Edwards, 3 from Julius Randle, 2 from Naz Reid off of the bench. And you guys want to know where the real money is going? Unlike other sources, our betting splits here at VSiN come straight from Circa and DraftKings Sportsbooks. That gives you the insight into where the sharp money is landing. Circa is known for taking big bets from professional bettors, while DraftKings provides a broader market perspective. So that means you're getting the real action, not just the public money, but the kind of wagers that move lines. See the percentage of bets versus the percentage of handle on every game across every major sport, helping you make smarter, more informed bets. Get VSiN's summer special right now for only $59 until August 1st at vsin.com/subscribe. Let's take a look at the Major League Baseball scoreboard. We got the bottom of the ninth action right now in Milwaukee with 2 outs. Mason Miller looking to close out the game for the A's as they lead Milwaukee 3-1. They added an insurance run in the top of the ninth. Bottom of the seventh, we got the Padres and Astros are tied at 2. Final out just now by the A's, so they finish off a 3-1 win over Milwaukee. Top of the sixth in Atlanta, 2-2. We are tied between the Twins and the Braves. Colorado has just taken a penalty. Dallas goes to the power play. Might be worth a live bet right now on the Dallas Stars at plus 114. I'm Scott Seidenberg. This is Live Bet Saturday here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Live Bet Saturday on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
End of the first quarter in LA as the Lakers have a 28-21 lead over the Timberwolves, and it is all Luka Doncic. It's like they have a plan here, and they said, you know what? Everyone else could take the night off, and Luka Doncic, you're just going to take us through this game one. No one else needs to do anything. It's just Luka versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Luka is 5 of 10 from the field. He's made 3 3-pointers. He has 16 points, and Rui Hachimura has 6 points. Dorian Finney-Smith has made a 3-pointer. Gabe Vincent has made a 3-pointer. LeBron James has attempted 2 shots in 8 minutes. In that first quarter, he has 1 steal and 1 turnover, 0 rebounds, and 0 assists. 28-21, Lakers lead the Timberwolves. Live line is the Lakers right now, minus 7.5, live total of 12.5. Meanwhile, we are headed to the first intermission in Dallas, where the Stars and Avalanche are tied at 0. So low-scoring affair there, and this is kind of like what I was saying. I really have some regret, some betting FOMO. Now, it's not over yet. This game could easily wind up going over the post. No, excuse me. It's not. The first period is not over. It was just a stoppage in play here. So they're going to commercial break. But 9:35 to go in the first period is what I'm seeing here. Yep, 0-0, 9:35 first period. Total's at 5.5. Under is minus 160. This is what I was talking about when I said with the little betting FOMO maybe is I thought that because the first game between the Jets and the Blues, everyone expected it to go under, right? We had a total of 5.5. People were betting the under. You got 2 elite goaltenders, and that game flies over the total. I thought that this game was going to be the opposite. Everyone was betting the over. This thing got pushed up to 6.5. And I thought maybe both these teams that know each other so well would play each other tightly. And right now, we are scoreless halfway through the first period. And we've already seen both teams on the power play. In fact, Colorado had a 5-on-3 advantage and was unable to score a goal. So right now, Dallas is plus 124. Colorado, a minus 160 favorite. Total of 5.5 is juiced to the under. at minus 160. Here's a prop that I'm considering. The draw is plus 300. This game feels like it can go to overtime. We almost had overtime in the first game. The Jets scored with like a minute 30 left. But this game, the way that this has played out in the first 10 minutes, I mean, these teams, very familiar with each other, very talented teams. Yes, I know Dallas is banged up. Yes, I know Dallas hasn't played well down the stretch, but they have the better goaltender. Plus 300 on this game to go to overtime seems intriguing to me right now. But it's still very early. We'll see what odds there are if this remains a scoreless tie at the end of the first period. That could be worth a look. Now, we're probably not going to get plus 300 on the draw, but to me, it's worth it. It's worth a look right now. I would not be surprised if this game goes to overtime. Major League Baseball, we are in the bottom of the seventh inning in Houston. Astros have 2 runners on with 2 outs. Padres and Stros are tied at 2. Top of the 6th inning, Twins at first and third with 1 out, and we are tied at 2 there in Atlanta. Still to come, the Giants and Angels from L.A. Live markets right now for these baseball games is we have, the Astros, it says the Astros have a 3-2 lead now. Okay, the Astros have scored, and the Twins have scored. Okay, Astros lead 3-2, and the Twins have scored. They lead 3-2. Astros now a massive minus 520 favorite there, bottom of the 7th. They have that 3-2 lead, and they're not done scoring yet. And the Twins minus 160 on the road there in Atlanta as they have taken a 3-2 lead. Your live total in the Padres-Astros game is at 6.5. Your live total in the Twins-Braves game is at 7.5. And your numbers here for the Giants and the Angels, Kyle Hendricks will go for L.A., and Landon Raup gets the start for the Giants. Giants are minus 148. Your total is 9 for that game in Anaheim. All right, let's check back in on the Lakers and see if anybody is going to contribute besides Luka Doncic. And the answer through the first minute of the second quarter is no. 28-26, Lakers lead the Timberwolves as LeBron James has taken at least the third shot here. He is 0 of 3 from the field. Our props that we are sweating out in this game, LeBron to go over 6.5 assists. He has 0. Austin Reeves to go over 2.5 3-pointers made. He is 0 for 1 from 3-point range. But if you bet Luka to go over his props, Luka already has 3 3-pointers made. Luka's got 3 rebounds and 16 points. He is doing it all here for LA as they now lead 30-26 over the Timberwolves. Live line right now, Lakers minus 4.5, which is what it was to start the game, and your total of 213.5, also pretty close to a little bit under. So it is on an under pace of what we were to start the game. This felt like an under game. You know, when the Lakers first acquired Luka Doncic, they really became a defensive team. And that's the way that J.J. Redick wanted this team to play, with a defensive intensity, with a defensive strategy, right? The way that they analyze these teams, the opposing teams, the way that they draw up some defensive schemes, it worked when they first acquired Luka, which was crazy because Luka's not a good defensive player. So to think that a team acquires him and then all of a sudden they get better defensively, it didn't make sense. To me, it made sense because I felt like LeBron was able to step it up defensively, knowing that he didn't have to be the entire offense. You see, without a player like Luka, LeBron's got to be the offense. And so he can't put forth the same type of energy that maybe he would want to have on defense because he just can't maintain that energy for the entire game of being the leading offensive provider. But when you can rely on someone like Luka to provide your offense, well, then LeBron can say, I'm just going to focus on defense here. I'm going to let Luka take care of the offense. I'm just going to play defense. And we know he's a great defender. And so that led to the Lakers being one of the best under teams, one of the best defensive net rating teams in the NBA in the first several games that they acquired Luka. And then what happened? LeBron gets hurt. He misses a couple of games. Lakers games start going over. and then they settled down. They didn't have really a break. I remember there was that one stretch where they didn't have a practice in quite some time, and then finally they were able to practice, and then J.J. Redick talked about how he wanted the team to pick up the defensive intensity after that practice. So we wound up betting the under, and then it came through the next game. But it feels like as we are in the playoffs now, with the fact that you're playing the same opponent for the entire, multiple games, for at least 4 games in the series, and you've had some time to scout the opponent and come up with a game plan, it feels like an under series, because that's what J.J. Redick prides himself on, and that's really what this Lakers team can do, is be that lock-it-down defensive team. So, right now, second quarter action, 9:15 to go in that second quarter. Timberwolves lead 33-30 over the Lakers. Your live line, Lakers minus 2.5 with a total of 214.5. Diving inside the box score, Jaden Daniels with 12 points. He is 2 of 2 from three-point range to lead the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards only 6 points on 3 of 7 shooting. Naz Reid has added 7 points off the bench. Luka Doncic with 16 points to lead the Lakers on 5 of 10 shooting. LeBron James is 0 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from three-point range, and he does not have a rebound or an assist. Austin Reeves, meanwhile, 0 of 1 from three-point range. He has 2 points. And Rui Hachimura, ever since making those 2 3-pointers to start the game, he is 0 for 2 from the field. He only has those 6 points. So we'll see how the rest of this game does play out in terms of maybe spreading the wealth or getting other players involved besides Luka Doncic. But right now, Luka is the entirety of the offense for the LA Lakers. Hey, whether you're at home or on the road or on the go, now there's more ways than ever to tune into VSiN. You can stream us live on vsin.com. You can watch us on the VSiN Watch app or YouTube TV, iHeartRadio, Fire TV, Roku, or Sirius XM channel 158. No excuse to not be tuned in to all of the incredible sports betting insights we have here on VSiN. I'm Scott Seidenberg. You can hit me up on Twitter at ScottsOnAir, ScottsOnAir. Taking a look at what we have in progress right now. I don't hate playing a draw price on this game between the Stars and the Avalanche. Still, you can get now it's down to plus 290 on a regulation draw. Your live total is down to 4.5. as there's 5 minutes to go in a scoreless first period. We'll update you on that and more coming up next right here on Live Bet Saturday on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Live Bet Saturday on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Scott Seidenberg back here with you. It's Live Bet Saturday here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. I have jumped in on the regulation draw here between the Avalanche and the Stars. I didn't get the plus 300. I wish I did get the plus 300, but I was able to obtain a plus 280 line, which is where it sits right now on DraftKings. Is, for an example, you can get plus 280 on the regulation draw. Right now, we are still scoreless with a little over a minute left to go in the first period. Your live total is at 4.5. So let's see if we can get a regulation draw here for the Stars and the Avalanche. Just looking at the way both of these teams have played so far, this would not surprise me if we go into overtime. Meanwhile, something interesting is happening in this Lakers game. Well, I guess it's not interesting anymore. LeBron James has made a basket and the foul. So LeBron has 3 points. Now, the reason why I was about to say something interesting could be happening is because, thinking about it, I was mentioning the stats and I was saying, LeBron's not going to go over his assists or all that stuff. But what I didn't really put into perspective was where we were in the game and what was actually happening. There's 6 minutes to go in the first half. LeBron James went the entire first quarter and first half of this second quarter without having a point, an assist, or a rebound. And if not for the one steal that he had in the first quarter, he would be completely left off the stat sheet. So I was curious, and I mean, I don't even know if I can look it up and even find out what database even has this or whatnot. But when was the last time LeBron James went an entire first quarter of a basketball game without registering a single point, a single assist, or a single rebound? I honestly would venture that that's maybe never happened in his career. Now, that's just a guess. I could be completely wrong. But for LeBron, the sport's all-time leading scorer, to go an entire first quarter without scoring a point is rare. But let's say even if he doesn't score a point, to go an entire first quarter without even registering a stat, no rebounds, no assists, that's crazy. 5 minutes to go in the first half. It's all Timberwolves right now. 47-34 over the Lakers. And that's what happens when it's only one player on offense for LA. And I'm just watching it right now. This is bad offense. It's like I mean, JJ Redick's a very smart coach. I'm watching four guys stand around and one guy dribbling. And meanwhile, in transition, the Timberwolves are making three-pointers, and they are having their way now with the Lakers. Your live line right now is Timberwolves minus 5.5. Minnesota minus 5.5 on the live line. Now, if you think the Lakers are going to come back, if you think that that's what's going to happen, Lakers are going to come back and win this, you can get plus 190 on the Lakers right now. Now, I'm not saying that this is a best bet to be made, but I will say the Lakers were 4.5-point favorites to start this game. The Lakers started out on fire with really only Luka doing anything. LeBron James has yet to make any impact on this game. LeBron's got 3 points. That's it. You would think LeBron steps up at some point and makes an effort to pull his team together. And let's learn a lesson from what we saw, at least in the Knicks game maybe. It's a game of runs. The NBA is a game of runs. One team's going to go on a run. The opposing team's going to go on a run. Lakers won that first quarter 28-21. The Timberwolves are winning the second quarter right now 26-6. At some point, another Laker run's going to happen. Plus 190, now it's down to plus 165. How about that? People are buying in on the Lakers money line. Your spread, 47-34 is the score. Lakers plus 4.5 if you were interested in the Lakers. Timberwolves minus 4.5 right now. In fact, I think I'm a little intrigued by that. I would have liked to have gotten plus 90. Sometimes you got to act fast on these. I would have really liked to get plus 190. Plus 165. Do I still like the Lakers or plus 165? Plus 4.5. That might be the better way to go about it. Now plus 5.5 is minus 120. That I don't like. I'd rather have the 5.5 at 4.5 at even. I don't know. You got to do the math on that, but plus 165 on the money line. I feel like it's an opportunity here. Opportunity here to buy in on the Lakers, maybe. Let's see. Fluctuating. All right. Plus 4.5, minus 115. All right. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. I'm in. Let's go plus 4.5 on the Lakers right now. Man, I wish I had the guts just to do the money line. Which plus 165 on the money line. The Lakers were 4.5-point favorites. I'm already invested in the Lakers minus 4, so I'm not going to double down on the Lakers on the money line, but at least this is a little bit of coverage for me because if the Lakers do come back and cover that 4.5, 4.5-point game line spread, I'm going to win this the Lakers plus money. And if they lose, I'm giving myself the little 4.5-point cushion here, and I'm also giving myself a cushion in case they win the game but don't cover the 4. If I was not already invested in the Lakers, at the pregame spread, then maybe I would consider this live money line. But right now, for me, like I said, I'm already in on the Lakers pregame spread, so now I'll just take the points here on the live line. Okay, let's see where we're at. We'll see if there's a comeback effort from the Lakers and who, in fact, leads that comeback effort. Let's take a look at what's going on here in Major League Baseball as the Astros have a 3-2 lead, bottom of the 8th inning over the Padres. Live line is, the live line's significant, minus 950. Live total is at 5.5, though. So if you think that there's going to be one run scored here for the remainder of the game, you could take a live total over. There's 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning, so you're really just fading the top of the 9th here. If the Padres get out of this bottom of the 8th inning, you are only fading the top of the 9th if you do an under 5.5. If you think, in fact, that the Astros are going to close out the game and the Padres are not going to score in the top of the 9th inning. They are in the bottom of the 7th inning in Atlanta. The Braves have a 4-3 lead right now over the Twins. Your live total there is at 9.5. You have a couple more innings to go in this one. You're not only fading the top of the 9th inning, but you do have some more game left to be played here, as we are only in the bottom of we're in the top of the 7th inning, excuse me. So that's where we are right now. Again, bottom of the 8th, Astros with a 3-2 lead over the Padres. Top of the 7th, Braves lead the Twins 4-3. Still to come, first pitch momentarily from LA. The Angels are hosting the Giants, with the Giants a minus 140 favorite. And I kind of like, do I lean home Angels? I lean that way. I lean towards the home Angels. And you know what? I don't hate laying a little bit of juice here. Minus 135. Angels plus a 1.5. That could be, yeah. It might be a play. Kind of want to have a sweat here for the late games. So maybe this could be a play here. Landon Raup, let's see, gave up 4 runs in 5 innings in his last start at Philadelphia. And his first start at Houston, he gave up 3 runs. So his best start this year was at home against Cincinnati when he went 6 innings, allowing just 1 run. 2 road starts for Landon Raup, and he's allowed 3 runs and 4 runs in those 2 road starts. So maybe a guy that's just a lot more comfortable pitching in his home ballpark there in San Francisco. Granted, it's still early in the season. This is only his 4th start. Well, the NBA playoffs are here, and so is the VSiN Killer Sports NBA Playoff Challenge. We've invited 15 sharp minds from the world of VSiN and Killer Sports to go head-to-head, making 38 picks each from the start of the playoffs all the way through the NBA Finals. That's a total of 570 NBA playoff picks. And guess what? They're all available to VSiN Pro subscribers. Now, the picks are locked in 1 hour before the first game each day, so you'll have fresh insights to guide your bets every step of the postseason. And right now, you can get full VSiN Pro access through August 1st for just $59. Don't miss this playoff edge. Head to vsin.com/subscribe to sign up today. We'll update you on the Lakers' comeback efforts coming up next. I'm Scott Seidenberg. It's Live Bet Saturday here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
This is Live Bet Saturday on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.
Matt Chapman with a 2-run home run in the top of the first inning as the Giants have an early 2-0 lead over the Angels. So down goes the Nerfy as Chapman homers off of Hendricks. There's 2 outs in the top of the first. Giants with an early 2-0 lead there over the Angels. Elsewhere, the top of the 9th inning, the Padres did get the leadoff runner on as they have a double. Runner on second base. Down 3-2. Astros leading 3-2. Looking at the live bet right now, total is at 5.5 with top of the 9th inning. Nobody out and the Padres having that runner on second base. How about that? So Iglesias is on second. Xander Bogaerts is up. Josh Hader on the mound looking to close it out for the Houston Astros. Single will tie the game there for the Padres. Meanwhile, bottom of the seventh, Atlanta, a 4-3 lead over Minnesota. All right, let's take a look back at what's going on between the Lakers and the Timberwolves. And, wow, 56-47. The Timberwolves lead the Lakers, now 56-48 with under a minute to go in the first half. Timberwolves have scored 35 points in this second quarter. And something that I noticed, the Lakers only have 7 assists out of their 48 points scored. Meanwhile, the Timberwolves have 13 assists on their 56. They're spreading the ball around. They are utilizing, looking for the open man, looking for a good shot, passes leading to points. The Lakers are not doing that. The Lakers are not sharing the ball. The Lakers are not passing to get open looks. Luka Doncic has 20 points on 5 of 11 shooting. LeBron has now started to contribute with 10 points on 4 of 10 shooting. No assists from LeBron James. He has 1 rebound. Austin Reeves still with just 2 points as he is 1 of 6 on the game, 0 of 2 from three-point range. Hachimura has made another 3, so he is 3 of 5 from three-point range. The only 3 shots he has made. He's got 9 points, and that's it. As the first half will come to a close with the Timberwolves leading now 59-48 as they make a 3 here at the end of the first half. Here's your stats as we head to the halftime in LA. Again, 59-48. The Timberwolves lead the Lakers. Your live market right now is where we were the last time we gave an update, with the Timberwolves as a minus 4.5 point favorite. Your live total is 216.5. Diving inside the box score here, Jaden McDaniels leads the Timberwolves. Well, he doesn't lead. He's got 14 points. The leading scorer for the Timberwolves is Naz Reid off the bench with 17 points. Reid is 4 of 5 from three-point range. In fact, the entire Minnesota Timberwolves team, 11 of 22 from three-point range, 50% from three-point line. Lakers, 8 of 19 from three-point range. As far as a second half bet is concerned, I'm already in on the Lakers on that plus 4.5 price. As I mentioned to you earlier, I have already bet the Lakers before the game at minus 4 or whatnot. If we take a look at the second half line right now, I'm seeing a second half total of 110. Not so sure how I feel about that. I do like the under for the game. I already bet the under for the game. It's at 216.5 is the live total. So, do I want to get in on a second half under? The thing is for me, is do I want the second half under, or would I rather just fade the Timberwolves? But then again, I guess I'm already fading the Timberwolves with that Lakers live plus 4.5 bet. You see, I don't think they're going to continue the hot shooting. I don't think that they're going to be 50% from three-point range, like I didn't think that it was going to be 50% for the entire game from three-point range for the Detroit Pistons. And it did wind up cooling down at the end of the game. And what happened in the fourth quarter? They couldn't make a three-pointer. It was miss after miss after miss, and that allowed the Knicks to go on a 21-0 run in the fourth quarter. So I think that the bet for me would be to find a way to back the Lakers and fade the Timberwolves here. Maybe it is a Timberwolves team total under in the second half. That could be an interesting way to look at it. You got to figure the Lakers do step it up a little bit defensively, and the shooting doesn't continue for the Timberwolves. At 52.5, that's a really low number. I wish it was higher than that. I wish it was higher, to be honest with you. So they scored 21 in the first quarter. the thing is, it's going to average out. The 21 in the first quarter is a fluke. The 38 points in the second quarter is absolutely a fluke. It's somewhere in between. If we average it out, it's probably going to be like 25, 26 points each quarter. Or you can have a situation like we saw in the Knicks game where the Timberwolves score 36 points in the third quarter, the Pistons score 36 points in the third quarter and only 21 in the second quarter. So, but that's still an over. They scored 57 points in the second half, and the Knicks scored 66 points in the second half. So that second half went over with the Knicks coming back here. Do we think that it's going to be a second half over? If I lean towards the game under, so far today, if we look at some other results here, so the Knicks second half went over. We had the Milwaukee Bucks scored 55 points in the second half and 50 points for Indy, so it was 105 in the second half. That went under. Clippers and Nuggets went over, but they also went over because of overtime. If not for overtime, it was 45 points scored by the Clippers in the second half and 49 points scored by Denver in the second half. That was a lot more of a defensive game than what we're seeing here. In the first quarter, I thought this was going to be a big defensive game from both of these teams. And then the Lakers couldn't make a shot, and Minnesota started drilling every three. And if we look at inside the box score, let's see, just looking at the turnovers here and points off of turnovers, well, it's pretty even. 6 turnovers for the Timberwolves, 5 for the Lakers, and just, 5 points conceded off of turnovers to 3 points conceded off of turnovers. The free throws, Lakers 10 of 12 from the free throw line, and the Timberwolves 4 of 5, so a free throw disparity there. And the three-pointers, 11 of 22 from three-point range for Minnesota, 8 of 19 from three-point range for the Lakers. I do expect the three-point barrage to cool off from Minnesota. I would expect LeBron James to get more involved in this offense. Now, he started off incredibly cold. He did come on, though, 4 of 10 shooting in the first half and 0 of 2 from three-point range. LeBron's got 10 points. Luka's got 20 points. Let's look at live player props because this is where maybe we can come up with a better bet here. Your live point total right now for LeBron James is 24.5, which is pretty much what it was to start the game. Luka's live total over is inflated now, 35.5. Let's see, Austin Reeves' live total is 12.5. Now, this is something I'm intrigued by, if we're being completely honest. And it's not because I've already bet Austin Reeves to go over 2.5 three-pointers made. He is 0 of 2 from three-point range. He is 1 of 6 from the field. But you know what they say? Shooters shoot. And Reeves is not going to stop shooting. If we look at his game logs, 6 three-point attempts in his last game, 5 before that. I'm not talking about made. I'm just talking about attempts. 6, 5, 7, 8, 9, 16 in that crazy game against the Warriors. 3, 8, 9, 8, 6, 7, 7, 13, 10, 10, 7, 5, 7, 7. That is going back to the start of March. My belief here is that he's going to shoot more than 2 3-pointers in this game. Now, yeah, I'd love him to make them because I got the over 2.5 threes, but that's besides the point. He's got 2 points right now. We're betting on him to score 11 points in the second half. I think we get that. I think we go over 12.5 points now for Austin Reeves for the game. In fact, that's going to be a best live bet right now for me. Let's go over 12.5 points. Austin Reeves, second half. Lock it in right now. Not second half, for the game. So, hey, the NFL draft is almost here next Thursday, and every pick matters. VSiN's breaking it all down from a bettor's perspective, from draft odds to team needs and player breakdowns. You'll find more of our NFL draft analysis on the VSiN Watch app. I'm Scott Seidenberg. This is Live Bet Saturday, right here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.